Thank you for taking this opportunity to join us in celebrating National Disability Awareness Month. This month brings awareness to the value of diverse perspectives, including those individuals with disabilities. After all, we are more alike than different. The following presentation will provide you with some tips and strategies for disability awareness etiquette. Please stay tuned. At the end of this presentation, we will provide information on how you may contact Fiddler Sunrise for additional resources in any of our 5 service areas. Our collective goal is to raise awareness and understanding of disability issues, to promote independence, integration, and inclusion of all people with disabilities. Defining people only by their disabilities can be hurtful and limiting. See others for who they really are, and you'll learn a lot about true character. For your first activity, you have 15 seconds to look at the chart and say the color, not the word. Ready? Go! Time's up. We'll give you 10 seconds to count the black dots. Ready? Go! Time's up. That wasn't so hard, right? We'll give you one more chance. Take a look at the following picture. Let me tell you, it is not animated. Your eyes are making it move. To test this, stare at one spot for a couple of seconds and everything will stop moving. Or look at the black center of each circle and it will stop moving. But move your eyes to the next black center and the previous will move after you take your eyes away from it. How do you feel about your experience? Were any of the activities frustrating to you? Was it frustrating or embarrassing to not be able to complete some of your tasks? This is too often how some of our students with disabilities feel. Overwhelmed and frustrated, and even sometimes embarrassing. When you provide access to your students in a way they can benefit, you are doing your part to ensure success. Give positive reinforcement. Allow students to take frequent breaks when necessary. Allow for movement. And divide tasks into smaller parts. These are all excellent ways to help our students with disabilities along their academic path. Using person-first language means seeing the person, not the disability. Person-first language puts emphasis on the person. It describes the person and not the condition. Instead of saying the blind boy, say the boy who is visually impaired. Say my friend has a disability rather than my disabled friend. People-first language is about treating people equally. On the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see some of the derogatory terms that you may hear people use from time to time. But now that you know about person-first language, these are the types of terms that you can use instead of using the opposite term. Have you ever made an assumption about a person with a disability that you realize was incorrect? Attitudinal barriers are far and away the worst kind. They create the most pain and hardships for our students and staff with disabilities. It's partly about changing policies and structures, but it's mostly about changing hearts. Unfortunately, there are some misconceptions about individuals with disabilities. Such misconceptions are based off of insignificant or inaccurate information about people with disabilities and can perpetrate inappropriate interactions. People fear what they do not know and oftentimes are afraid to ask questions to gain a better understanding. Getting down to the basics. Do not refer to one's disability unless it is relevant. Avoid asking personal questions about someone's disability. If absolutely necessary, let them mention it first. Be considerate about the extra time it may take for a person with a disability to say or do something. Never make assumptions. A smile and spoken greeting is always appropriate. Speak to the person and not their attendant. Meeting a person with a disability, be patient. Treat adults as adults. It's okay to use common expressions. Relax and have a sense of humor. When assisting a person who has a hearing impairment, a gentle tap on the shoulder is the best way to help announce your presence. Face the individual and speak slowly and clearly. If a communication breakdown occurs, use a pencil and paper to write down your message. When assisting a person with a speech impairment, be patient and listen attentively. Do not finish a sentence for the person. And don't pretend to understand. Ask the person to repeat. When assisting a person who has a visual impairment, don't pet guide dogs, service animals, or offer food. That is a distraction while the service animals are working. When asked to guide someone, let them take your arm and then walk slightly ahead. When greeting, identify yourself and the others who may be present. It's also okay to explicitly describe the environment that you're currently in. When assisting a person who uses a wheelchair, the wheelchair is a part of that person's personal space. Do not push, lean, or hold on the wheelchair. Sit down to have a conversation to try to put yourself at eye level. If they would like assistance, ask before helping. Regarding mental health awareness, remember, they do not have lower intelligences. Don't try and diagnose or tell them to look on the bright side of life. Be understanding of the fact that some people may overreact to topics or conversations. Remember, some people may have difficulty processing or even expressing emotions. When assisting a person who has a learning disability, discuss their preferred way to communicate. Remember that some information may impact social skills. Keep in mind, most students have average to above average intelligence. When assisting a person who has an intellectual disability, interact with the person first. This allows for some level of comfort. Break down information into small, easy to understand parts. Provide information in writing that's important for the individual to remember. If necessary, involve an advocate. We all strive to be the best at valuing diversity. We have to make it personal. If that student were our son, daughter, brother, sister, what would we expect? Changing the mindset. We are so fortunate to have the opportunity to make a difference in a student's life. We are all involved in work that improves the human condition. Making a positive difference. We have an opportunity to go through life looking at every encounter as a chance to make a positive difference. It's all about being human. It is in interacting with people who are different from us that we grow as humans. People who learn differently, people who see things differently, and people whose values are different. All of these entities help us to grow. At Fiddler Sunrise, we are dedicated to supporting our students with disabilities all year long. We embrace many initiatives to enhance learner outcomes for our students. The best way to find out what is going on with your Fiddler Sunrise is to go to our website at www.fdlrs.polk-fl.net. There you will see an extensive list of teacher and family-friendly resources, upcoming professional learning opportunities, and accessible links. Here at our Fiddlers organization, we have 5 services. The first one being Parent Services, which collaborates with state and local agencies to provide workshops and training and support for parents. Next is our Inclusion. Inclusion is customized service and support, ensuring all students with disabilities have the same educational, social, and future opportunities as their peers. Next is Technology. Fiddler's Technology plans and works with the school district to ensure that the technology and accessibility needs of all students with disabilities are met. Fourth is our Child Find. Child Find conducts screening in the areas of communication, motor development, vision, hearing, and school readiness skills for children ages 3 through 5. Our fifth service is Professional Development. Professional development provides information, resources, and professional learning to administrators, educators, paraprofessionals, and other members of our community. As you can see, here at Fiddler Sunrise, all of our services come together to make a difference. Thank you for joining us.